Welcome to the Sport on Prime. I'm Gary Alsmith. Today I have some news in boxing and also some stuff from skeleton and bobsleigh. It's a new sport being introduced in Ghana. Possibly we look at the prospect of it being a mainstay in the country. Thank you for your time. Now, this weekend saw the culmination of weeks of build-up for that bout involving Ghana's rising star Isaac the Royal Storm Dugbe. It finally came into fruition here in Accra as the 23-year-old accounted for his Argentine counterpart, Javier Chacon. Here's a report from the Joy Sports team by Moses Yeboah.
Ghana's Isaac Dugbe made it an unbeaten 17 as he knocked out Argentina's Javier Chacon to defend his WBO International Super Bantamweight belt at the Bukom Boxing Arena. Dugbe was a notch above his opponent in terms of power, as his ferocious punches culminated in the Argentine failing to respond to the bell for the 7th round. His intention was known right from the onset, as he battered Chacon with heavy punches in the 1st round. By the 4th round, Chacon had been hit with a deep cut from a jab from Dugbe. It was only a matter of when, not whether the Ghanaian will stop his opponent, as the Argentine was powerless to resist the incessant attacks on him. The final nail in his coffin came in the 6th round as Dugbe hit him with a ferocious left hook to leave him helpless. Avoiding any danger, Chacon retired on the stool at the start of round 7. The victorious Dugbe could not hide his joy after the bout.
I am a simple young man, you know, but everything that I have achieved, all my success came from the Almighty God, and I can't take no credit for it. You know, there are times in the ring where, you know, always I come out the corner and say a short prayer to God to intervene, and that's exactly what happened. You know, look, Dr. Lawrence Teta is here. We've been training. You know, if it wasn't that busy, he could have been running with us. You know, doing our long runs with us. You know, so it's been great, and I've had a tremendous support from the whole of Ghana, from the people of the Christian faith and Islam's faith. I want to say a big thank you to all the people that have supported me throughout the years. I feel their love every time I enter the ring. The nation has been behind me always.
President of the Ghana Boxing Authority, Peter Zwenes, believes Isaac Dugbe is now ready for world title shot.
Well, it means a lot because this was a final eliminator towards a world title. So having won it, it means that we have another opportunity to fight for another world title in the super bantamweight division of the WBO. Remember, Emmanuel Tego is our only world champion now in the lightweight division. And if Dugbe is able to win a world title, and if Richard Comey is able to get a mandatory challenge by the end of the year, then we are assured of a number of world titles in addition to what we have.
Is Dugbe ready for the world title?
Sure, I think that we have been following progress of his fights, and he keeps improving fight after fight. He gets very tough opponents, and each time he manages to prevail. So I think that he's ready for any opponent in any part of the world as far as the division is concerned.
Isaac Dugbe has now fought 17 times, knocking out his opponents on 11 occasions, and is yet to be beaten.
Fascinating stuff from Isaac Dugbe there, isn't it? Anyway, to other important matters. Today we are not doing some transfer rumors. We've been doing that throughout the day. We are not doing also more boxing. We've been doing that throughout the day. I'll be introducing you, however, to the sport of skeleton and bobsled. There are things that you normally see in the Olympics. You normally see players with white pigmentation dominating. Today, it's a Ghanaian who is going to tell us how he normally does it. I welcome Kwesi Frimpong to you.
What a live wire he is.
I want to be able to see Ghana in the Winter Olympics. Why not? And Ghana needs to be part of this international festival. So it is really important for me to get as far as I can. Making it to the Olympics would be a huge thing.
Ghana Skeleton, you saw that before we came in the studio, and that's the man himself. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Right, your tree is absolutely terrible, but we'll forgive you for that. So you are Ghanaian, but you are Dutch as well.
Pachani.
Look at that. So you are looking to represent Ghana in the skeleton, but you were raised as a Dutch. Quick introduction of yourself.
I was born here in Ghana, actually in Kumasi, in 1986.
Yeah.
At the age of 8, I moved to the Netherlands with my mom. My mom's actually Esther Marco, a very well-known gospel singer from here as well.
That's Esther Marco's son.
Simon Bonnet, he can do it. It's my mom. So I lived in the Netherlands for a very long time, and I got introduced to actually track and field as a 100-meter sprinter. And then I got a scholarship in 2008 in Utah in the USA, and I got introduced to the winter sport of bobsledding. After that, I actually tried out skeleton not recently, and I started the first Ghana Bobs and Skeleton Federation. And the goal is to represent Ghana in the 2018 Olympics coming in about 205 days.
Excellent. So about 5 or 6 years ago, there was a Ghanaian athlete who was taking part in they called him the snow leopard.
The snow leopard.
The snow leopard.
Kwame Nkrumah.
That was Kwame Nkrumah, the aptly named Kwame Nkrumah. At the time, you know, it didn't get enough traction because obviously it was an extremely minority sport here. What do you aim to do with bobsled?
The aim of bobsled, first of all, is to have a guinea pig out there. That's me. The goal is to get me out there to actually represent Ghana and show that we really have what it takes to do a sports like that. And the goal is not just, you know, having me do it, but eventually to recruit more athletes from Ghana who have the leg speed, the determination, they never give up, to actually translate them into winter athletes.
Quickly, it's a winter sport. I mean, we don't have any winter here. Does it mean that the training will have to be done in Europe and elsewhere?
Half here and half in Europe or in the States. Just look at the Jamaican bobsled team, 1993, a famous movie made about them. They actually went to the 1989 Calgary Winter Olympics, the bobsledders, and that's the same like Ghana. It's a Caribbean place with just a lot of sun, and so no snow. But the way you train is basically you learn how to push a sled, and you know, Ghanaians can definitely do that, and then we train with them on ice over there.
Okay, so with this kind of inspirational story, you want to use it to impart you know, something to the younger ones coming there, which is where Prosper Tonyi comes in. He's the founder of a group called the Pro Rights Foundation, and they are responsible for bringing Kwesi Frimpong to Ghana. They're going to have a couple of events this weekend, and it's also a global shaper of the World Economic Forum. I'm also one. Yeah, tell us about why you brought him to Ghana. What do you have this weekend?
So the main reason is to actually get to speak to a lot of youth. What we do is to empower many youth to identify their skills as well. So basically, Kwesi will be talking on leadership, education, and sports. So we'll be unearthing youth talents, skills, basic skills, and giving them the exposure to go out there to do what they can do very well. So on the 28th, which is Friday at 12:30 p.m., we're having that convocation at the Lucas College, just opposite Perez Chapel International. It's actually free for everyone, so we are expecting a lot of youth on board. I know the feedback is really great out there, so we're hoping to have a lot of youth out there. Kwesi will want to shake the room with a lot of inspiration, you know.
I know. So he looks as Ghanaian as they come, man. So that's it for this weekend, isn't it? That's the program.
Yeah, that's on Friday, 28th.
And then
at
12:30.
On Saturday, Kwesi is actually having an engagement with some other youth at the...
Yeah, we definitely are inviting all Ghanaians who want to try out bobs and skeleton, get introduced to the sport. We actually have BBC World who's really interested, coming all the way here to take the story to the rest of the world.
Yeah, so I know the BBC will be shooting this for the Focus on Africa show that will be on Saturday, and it will be open to the general public as well. This is awesome.
Yeah.
And my speed isn't what it used to be, but who knows? It's better later than never. So Akwesi Frimpong, thank you very much. Skeleton and bobsled athlete, and also Prosper Tonyi of the Global Shapers and Pro Rides. So that's the sport for now. I'm Gary Al Smith. You can get more information on everything else that is normal fare here on the sports segment of the news on myjoyonline.com. Keep following us on Facebook and Twitter. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.